Alright, YouTube. Got a 2021 Kawasaki ZX10 here. We're going to be removing this rear fender back here. Because, why not? So, first thing first, I'm going to take off these 4 bolts. Now I can see which wire is going to go inside. Never done this before, so I'm going to wing it. Now, we'll say that I have discovered how to take off this front seat. So you're going to pull, this has like little hooks in here. They got to come back and up to unhook them. They kind of slide down in these grooves. And then you're going to pull straight up on the rubber grommets there. And you can pull this plastic part out. And then this, you're going to slide this sideways and forward and get that out. That's what's holding the front seat down. Kind of wiggle it, slide it back, and hook it and come out. Wires come through here and they tuck back over to the side over here. So I feel like I'm gonna have to remove this side panel. So 4mm Allen. And I'm kind of learning as I go.
You help a little bit. Push pin.
Push pin there.
I didn't even notice that was there.
Let's see. Make sure we're not pulling on anything we're not supposed to. Alright, so
It's pretty easy.
comes off pretty easily.
Well, now
And
it
this
looks
whole
like a
tail.
Gen 5.
Yeah. This whole tail is kind of there. Like that. So this is connected by the cable there. This whole tail section is one piece. Alright, and here is your, looks like it's going to be our connectors right here for our tail light. And these are the 3 wires here for the turn signals and the tag light. So we're going to unplug them. This blue one, the green, black, and yellow black harness, and this white harness. Now I should be able to pull these harnesses through, hopefully. A little bit of convincing. Alright, that's off. Don't need that. Now, tuck these back in here. This is going to kind of snaps down and forward. So the tail actually kind of lines up and it shifts forward in order for it to line up. And then this here has a little push pin here and here, and a tab at the front. push rivet or something. So it slides in back here. And then same in the front. And make sure everything's lined up. And it should go together pretty easy. Alright, so these are your 3 screws. One's shorter than the other 2. So that's going to go in the back. And make sure you have your little plastic washers, as they protect the paint. And your push pin, plastic rivet, whatever you want to call it. Alright, putting the seat back on. I'm going to go in the back first, and down in the front, hook the fronts, and then you have to like push them down over these little screws here. You got to get both the rubber grommets over the screw. Padding going forward to support the plastic. You're going to line them up like so. Slide it back and then over to the right. You gotta get both of them on there, which I didn't get. So both of them up, lined up, and then slide it over to the right, like so. Really not that easy. I'm gonna slide to the right. This rubber grommet is caught in there. Here it goes. So, there, finally, kind of get it slid to the right. The rubber grommet was getting caught in there. Like I said, these have like a little hooks or at an angle. And they line up in those, so you can get this down underneath the seat first, lined up. Get the rubber grommets. You're gonna kind of like slide these in and push it all in at the same time, so that it hooks on the plastic. And then your seat back first, just like the older gens. And that's it. Alright, so here it is without the tail, or the undertail. Haven't put a tag bracket on there yet. He hasn't got one, he just wanted that gone. So for now, that's it. It does look a lot better without it though. Looks so much cleaner. Alright, so I decided I'm not going to let him leave without a tag bracket, so I'm going to try and make something out of this here. And I was kind of like looking at his undertail here, and I'm going to try and use this. So there's 2 5mm Allens there. It's got like a shim underneath of it, or a spacer. So these are the mounting bolt holes for the original tag, and so these almost line up. They're just barely off. So honestly, I think it'll actually go up in there. And this. So this kind of goes in here, and it's almost the right size. Without these on here, I think it'll fit. So what we're going to do, something real simple. I'm going to take these off.
You should chuck them. We don't need those. We need some reflectors.
The reflectors! They're awesome. Alright. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off these little ears that stick up from where the reflectors were. I'm going to take my grinder and I'm just going to cut them off real quick and have a flat piece of metal. Alright, so this is what we're left with after I cut off the little ears here. So I think we're going to mount it maybe like this. That'll give it more of an angle, so maybe the cops won't be so bad. Mount it like this, it'll be like flush against the tail because of the angle of it. So we'll mount it like that. So we will need those little spacers. I think it will have to be. See, these are the little spacers that I pulled out from the inside of the undertail when I took this off. They were in there, so we'll need those. I don't think that I'm gonna get these holes to line up like I want to. Maybe. Alright, so this is the problem. Like, see how these holes just, like this one's lined up and this one's barely not lined up. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take off some of the metal on the inside here so that these holes are the same as the underside holes. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so hit it with the Dremel, and I've made the holes just big enough they line up now. So let's give it a shot. See how she do. Alright. So since this one's gonna be for effect, we're gonna do a blue Loctite so the little tag bracket thing won't fall off. Oop. Shake well. I'm gonna put the screw through, and the little spacer that we got on, and get it started. Still got to do the other one. Screw, washer, the tight that locks, and then gotta get this spacer lined up. Now he wanted it this way, so it kind of is flat. So this is how the tag's gonna sit. You could have, I could have turned it the other way, and it would have sat just a little bit higher and a little bit down at the angle like this. So, but what he wants is what he gets. And so we're just going to mount the tag here, kind of like this. Alright, so I got it on there. This is a paper one, so it's a little wrinkled in the position that it's in. This is the plastic tag bracket. The tag would probably be bent a little bit to contour with it. But this is the finished product. Kind of tucks it up. You know, and if you really wanted to, like I said, this is the angle that this is at. You could flip this the other way and it'll give it more of a, more of a shelved angle this way so that it's more visible. This is the less visible and how it was wanted. So I didn't do anything different. I just bent this down a little bit so that I could get further to the end, because you can see how the screw is sitting on the lip of this right here. So because it's sitting on that lip, I originally couldn't get it wide enough here, so I just took a screwdriver and I put something on the other side so I wouldn't scratch the undertail, but I bent it down just a little bit on both sides so that I could get the screw right here on that lip. And then I just put the tag bracket on there, and that's all I did. So hope this helps. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.